Don't slam the garage door.
Ozzie?
Yeah?
I was just going to ask if you were asleep.
Funny. I was just going to ask you the same thing. Well, good night. Gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, gotta get some sleep.
You know, if you count sheep, you'll fall asleep faster.
Does that really work?
Oh, sure.
Why don't you try it?
1 sheep. 2 sheep. 3 sheep. A shepherd and a shaggy dog. 4 sheep.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
I forgot something. Just go to sleep, dear. I'll only be a minute.
Harriet, what are you doing?
Winding the clock. Go to sleep, dear.
I thought you wound it before.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, golly, that reminds me.
What's the matter?
I forgot something.
I just wound the clock.
Yes, I know. Just making sure the alarm is set.
I said it.
Just checking up, sort of making sure of everything. Yeah, 1 more hour, it'll be 12.
Yeah. 1 more hour, it'll be 12.
That is, I meant to say in 1 more hour, it'll be 11.
Oh, right. That's what I meant. Night.
Good night. Harriet?
Yes?
When we leave in the morning, remind me to slam the garage door a little.
Gosh, the excitement of Easter is really buzzing around the Nelson household. Ozzie and Harriet planning to get up early. Emmy Lou all dressed up in a new Easter outfit. You know, folks have been putting on their prettiest clothes for Easter for a good many years now, and it's still the thing to do. Just the way it's still the thing for you and your best beau to go walking down the avenue after church, looking in all the store windows along the way. One of the things that will surely catch your eye is the beautiful gleaming display of 1847 Rogers Brothers in the silverware store. Now, as over a century ago, young couples fall in love at first sight with that lovely silver plate created by famous 1847. Now, as then, they make it their choice for their homes. And the reason is simple enough. It's because there's no other silver plate you can buy that's so beautiful, that's created with such imagination and exquisite craftsmanship. 1847 Rogers Brothers truly is the finest silver plate in America. And, amazingly enough, 1847 has not gone up in price since 1945. See it tomorrow, and remember, it's still the thing, as it was over a century ago, to choose the one and only 1847 Rogers Brothers. It's the night before Easter, and all through the house, not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse. The clock on the dresser has been set with care, in hope that morning will soon be there. It's getting later all the time, and I think Ozzie and Harriet are still awake.
I can't seem to get to sleep. Ozzie?
Hmm?
The bedroom door just opened. There's somebody in the room.
Don't be frightened, dear.
Who's there?
Me, Pop.
Oh, David, what do you want?
Is it time to get up yet?
No, it isn't time yet, David. Now go on back to bed.
Isn't it almost time, Pop?
Ricky, where did you come from?
We're together.
Now, boys, you know better than to come sneaking in like that, frightening your mother.
Scaring your father.
Now go back to bed, boys. We'll call you when it's time to get up. You woke Mother and Daddy in the middle of the night.
Come on, Ricky.
Okay. Good night, Ma.
Good night, Ricky.
Good night, Pa.
Good night, Ricky.
Good night, Ma.
Good night, David.
Good night, Pa.
Good night, David.
Good night, Ma.
Will you boys please go back to bed?
Prowling around this time of night. Let's go to sleep. Harriet? Harriet? Harriet, there's somebody at the door. A fine time to go to sleep. Where's my bathrobe?
It's on the chair by the door.
Hello, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, hello, Emmylou. What do you want?
I found that lap rope you asked me about for the sunrise services, so I brought it over.
Oh, thank you very much, Emmylou. You're very thoughtful.
You are going in the morning, aren't you?
Oh, of course we're going.
Oh, Dad'll be glad to hear that.
What's he got to do with it?
Well, Mr. Thornberry has betting all the men in the neighborhood $1 that you won't get up for the sunrise services. So Daddy bet on you.
Your father is a good man, Emmylou.
He made Mr. Thornberry give him odds. Well, good night, Mr. Nelson. Remember, we're rooting for you.
Are you asleep, Harriet?
You want me to go in your room and see, Pop?
Ricky, what are you doing in my bed?
I'm not in your bed. You're in my bed.
I gotta get some sleep. Might as well stay right here.
I like to sleep with you, Pop.
No, that's nice. Go to sleep now, son.
Good night, Pop.
Good night, son. Okay.
Hello, Oz. Were you in bed?
Well, of course I was in bed. And I think it's a pretty cheap trick coming over here to wake me up so I can't get up for the sunrise service, so you can collect the bets you've been making all over the neighborhood. Furthermore, it's the most unsportsmanlike conduct I've ever heard of in my life. Now, what do you want?
Oh, Oz, I came over to bring you the lap robe.
The lap robe?
Yes, after I'd gone to bed, I remembered where I put it, so I got up, got dressed, and brought it over to you so little Ricky would be warm in the morning.
Oh, thanks, Thorny.
Now I'll go all the way back home, go upstairs, get her undressed again, and go back to bed.
Well, that's nice of you, Thorny. Oh,
good night, Oz. Enjoy the sunrise service.
Move over, Ricky.
Ricky?
I'm sorry, Harriet. I guess I got in the wrong room. No, this is the right room. Go to sleep, Harriet.
The telephone.
Put the pillow over your head, Harriet, and you won't hear it.
Oh, who could be calling at this hour?
We don't have to answer it, you know. There's no law compelling a person to answer a telephone.
Well, you may as well. They'll just keep on ringing.
All right, I'll answer it. But I won't be civil. Hello?
Hello? Have you got Mexicali Rose?
I'm afraid you have the wrong number.
Hello? Is this Smiling Dan, the all-night music man?
No, it isn't. You have the wrong number.
You can't play Mexicali Rose?
No, definitely not.
Well, how about Clancy Lowers the Boom?
Will you please hang up and go to bed?
Oh, why are you being so mean to me, Dan? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Calm down and get to sleep, Ozzie. Those things happen.
Mexicali Rose.
Oh, relax, dear. You have to get some sleep. Now forget it. Good night.
Good night.
Ozzie, time to get up. Turn off the clock. David, Ricky, time to get up.
We are up.
Well, hurry up and get dressed.
We are dressed.
Well, see if you can get your father up.
He is up. Aren't you, Pop? Pop?
Ozzie? Ozzie!
Gee, just like horses. He can sleep standing up.
Well, I'm all ready if you... Ozzie?
He's been asleep on the floor there for 15 minutes.
Yeah, look at him.
Hold his right leg up, David. Yep, that's it.
I got his shirt on, but I can't button it.
I'll button it. You tie the shoes.
I'll be half dressed before you know it.
It's a little chilly.
Gee, it's dark out, just like nighttime.
Are you sure you don't want me to drive, dear?
Oh, no, I'm fine. This fresh air did the trick.
How much farther, Mom?
Oh, we're almost there now.
When's the sun coming up?
Pretty soon, David.
Just wait till you see it, boys. It's a beautiful sight.
It's awful dark out. Do you think we'll see any bears?
Hey, look, there's a bonfire.
Oh, yes. Oh, I see. I guess that's where we park.
There's a man by the fire.
I guess he has it to keep away the bears.
Hello there. Is this where we park for the sunrise services?
Oh, yes, it is. Just park anywhere you like.
Where is everybody?
Oh, you're the first ones here.
How about you?
Oh, well, I've been here all night. I'm in charge of the ushers. Expect they'll be long in an hour or two.
An hour or two?
Yes. You folks are about 2 hours early.
2 hours early? How did this happen?
Well, Ozzie, I have a confession to make. I was a little worried about you getting up on time, so I set the clock ahead an hour.
Oh, Harriet, I'm surprised at you. Of all the mean tricks, how could you do a thing... Harriet?
Yes?
I know you meant well, so I forgive you.
Oh, thank you, dear. But that only accounts for 1 hour. What happened to the other? Oh, so that's it. Well, I forgive you too, dear. Now, what do you think we ought to do?
Well, as long as we're all wide awake, we may as well stay right here.
Mom,
Yes?
can we get out of the car?
Well, it's a bit chilly, David. I think you'd better just sit here with Daddy and me. My, this morning air is refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Ozzie, you aren't going to sleep, are you?
No, I should say not. I'm fully awake. What about you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Pop? Pop?
What is it, dear? Daddy's asleep.
How does the sun come up?
Oh, Ricky, it doesn't really come up.
Then how does it get daylight?
The sun is standing still and the world's turning around, and when it turns to our side, then it's daylight.
You're just saying that.
I am not.
Mother? Mother?
Mom's asleep.
How can the world be turning around? We'd get dizzy. Wouldn't we, David? David? Gee, I better get to sleep before some bears come around and scare me.
Hey! Hey in there, hey! Hey, wake up, wake up!
Harriet. Harriet?
Yes, dear? Oh, my neck.
Come on, it's time for the services.
Time for the services? The services were over long ago. It's after 8 o'clock. It's time to go home.
Oh, no. We missed the services?
Yep. First one's here, last one's to go.
Oh, dear. And Easter Sunday of all times.
Harriet, if we rush right home, there's still time to get ready for church.
That's right. Let's get started. Make sure that door is closed.
That was fun. Wasn't it, David?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Ricky, don't interrupt Mom when she's driving.
What is it, Ricky?
Can me and David go sometime again?
Ricky, David and I.
Okay, Mom. But if you and David go, can I go with you, Mom? Huh?
I guess so, but don't shout so loud. You'll wake Daddy.
Ozzie and Harriet will be back in just a moment. Well, there's one thing you can say. The Nelsons tried hard and they almost made it.
Well, I'd better not say anything at all, Mr. Smith, because I intended to make that sunrise service too, and I missed it myself. But I blame it all on 1847 Rogers Brothers.
1847 Rogers Brothers?
Mm-hmm. Last night, my husband brought me home a service of 8 of 1847 as an Easter present, and I was so excited that I didn't even think about winding the clock and setting the alarm.
Well, gosh, it's a wonder to me you even went to bed at all. Just think, you could have stayed up all night admiring your 1847 pattern. Every one of them so unusual. Adoration, eternally yours, first love, remembrance. They're designed to suit every woman's individual taste and decorating preferences. The pattern ornaments are more highly raised, more deeply carved, exquisite in every detail. And look at those beautiful gem-like open-work knife handles. And the extra luster and weight of each piece, too.
Well, honestly, Mr. Smith, I've never seen silver plate that has such richness in every way. It's really more like solid silver, and you can hardly blame a woman for getting excited when she sees a set of 1847 on her own table.
Oh, not a bit. Because it means she owns the best, the finest silver plate in America, the one and only 1847 Rogers Brothers.
Good morning, Mrs. Carter. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi, Jimmy.
Good morning, Mrs. Johnson.
There sure were a lot of people at church this morning, huh?
Oh, yes, quite a few.
Pop was sure quiet. He didn't say anything.
Wait a minute. Where's your father?
He was walking with us.
There he goes down the street. He didn't turn in into our house.
Oh, you'd better go bring him back, boys. I think Daddy's walking in his sleep.
Tune in next week for another transcribed adventure of Ozzie and Harriet, starring Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard.
And remember, America's finest silver plate is 1847 Rogers Brothers.
Yes, Harriet, America's finest silver plate is 1847 Rogers Brothers.
Appearing in our cast tonight were Fred Ruick, Michelle Moriarty, Jack Butler, Remy Tuckman, Grace Smythe, Peter Ackerman, Jessica Bittner, and yours truly, Jason Summers. Original music was composed and conducted by Billy May. Say, folks, have you got a pencil handy? Write down the date, April 24th, next Sunday. What's going to happen then? Oh, that's a surprise, but I'll give you a hint. On the QT, it's QL.
And believe me, folks, I've seen it, and it's truly beautiful. Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!